Hello again, welcome class 823. 823. I promise when we reach 1,000, I'm going to retire. I'm going to retire. If they come on their knees begging me to continue, if they come to me on their knees, of their rodillas, begging, imploring me, supplicating, I'll think about it. But I'm not sure. I think enough is enough, ¿no? Ya está bien, ¿no? Enseñar. Enough is enough. Se dice lo suficiente. Bastante es bastante. Enough is enough. But in any case, we have not reached class number 1,000, so let's continue. And I want to finish this book. And it seems like the never-ending story. But in any case, page 338. List number 9. Number 1, no abandones. Don't give up. Don't give up. No tires la toalla. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. The secret of learning English well is never giving up. Always persevere. Persevere. Be perseverant. Be persistent in your effort. Never give up. Never surrender. Surrender is rendir, una rendición militar. Surrender. But to give up means tirar la toalla. Ya no quiero, ya no puedo. No puedo con esto. It's too much for my body. Don't give up, don't give up. No des tu brazo a torcer. Don't give in. Es casi lo mismo. To give in is ceder ante la presión. Okay, ya. Okay, tú ganas. Hasta el 1200. To give in. But to give up means rendirse. To give in is ceder ante la presión. Don't give in. Don't give up and don't give in. Asegúrate de que la gente te oiga. O que te oye. Both are correct. It would be different. Asegúrate que la gente te oiga. Mañana en esa reunión. Make sure that the people hear you. The people hear you. Now, I say, oye, asegúrate que la gente te oye. Te oye. Probably make sure the people can hear you, que la gente puede oírte. Make sure, asegúrate. Make sure. Voy a asegurarme de que Marta esté aquí mañana. I'm going to make sure that she will be here tomorrow. I'm going to make sure. To make sure, no te pongas nervioso. Don't get nervous. Don't get stressed out. Es que estoy estresado. Don't get stressed out. Life is very stressful. Life is so stressful. Yeah, I'm nervous all the time. I can't sleep at night. I'm tossing and turning in bed. 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes. Calm down. Take it easy. Don't get so stressed out. Es curioso. Se dice con out. Stressed out, estresado. Stressed, escrito stressed, out. Fonética, stressed out. Sonido de T, trampolín o bisagra en medio, stressed out. I feel stressed out. In my life, I have suffered stress very, very few times. Very, very few times, Marta. Stress. Marta suffers more stress than I do. I mean, she has a little boy. She has a husband. She has a boss. She has, she's estoy estresada. She's stressed out. No te pongas stressed out. Don't get stressed out. Pero aquí, nervioso. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. No pierdas la calma. Don't lose your cool. Tu frescor, frescura. Don't lose your cool. Cool operator. Don't lose your cool, man. Yeah, tranqui. Don't lose your cool. Trata de causar una buena impresión. Try to make a good impression. In English, las impresiones se meken, no se causan. Okay. To make a good impression. Hacer una buena impresión. To causar. Don't make a good. You need to make a good impression. You never have a second chance to make a good first impression. So the first impression is very important because usually, or never, do you have a second chance to make a good you never have to make a good first impression, you never have a second chance. So make sure, asegúrate, make sure to make a good first impression. To make a good impression. Yes, no dejes que te pongan nervioso. Les gusta intimidar a la gente, tú incluido. Don't let them ¿qué? Don't let them make you nervous, que te pongan nervioso. Me estás poniendo nervioso. You're making me nervous. O sea, estás haciéndome nervioso. You're making me nervous. Don't let them make you nervous. What's making you so nervous? ¿Qué es lo que te está poniendo tan nervioso? What's making you so nervous? Calm down. Take it easy. Cool it. Enfríalo. Se dice, cool it. Cool it. Take it easy. All right. Don't let them make you nervous. Empieza el discurso con una anécdota. Start the speech with an anecdote. Anecdote. Anécdota. A funny story. Yeah. Start your speech. So apparently this person is nervous because he has to give a speech. Yeah. You know, I remember many years ago, there was a survey una encuesta de opinión o sentir. There was a survey, and it was, what are you the most afraid of? Well, what things cause the greatest amount of fear? Number 2 was death. The second most normal thing that gave people fear was death. Temo la muerte, es la segunda cosa más temida en la vida es la muerte. In the survey, the first was speaking in public. It's interesting. Which means, for many people, apparently, speaking and having to speak in public is a fate worse than death. Un destino peor que la muerte. And this is, we say in English, a fate. Escrito fate. Fate is el destino. Es mi sino. Por ejemplo, ya está, es mi sino. Sí, es mi destino, it's my fate. A fate worse than death, speaking in public. I like speaking in public. Richard, why do you enjoy speaking in public? Because I have a message. And I enjoy conveying that message to the people. Because I think it's a very positive message. I have several messages. I enjoy. I feel an urgency of transmission to transmit that message. All right. Empieza el discurso con una anécdota. Start the speech with an anecdote. Si no se ríen, no te preocupes por ello. Fíjate, digo por ello, porque en inglés hay que ponerlo. If they don't laugh, don't worry about it. Bueno, si puede decir don't worry. If they don't laugh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. If they don't laugh, if the people don't laugh, don't worry about it. Asegúrate de que tienes su atención. Make sure you have their attention. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a special day. A special day for me because I have a message. I want to talk to you today about a subject. It's a subject that's very, very important for me. And I'm convinced that when I finish this speech today, this subject will be very, very important for you as well. So today will become for you, as for me, a very special day. Okay, I'll start. And so people are listening. Well, what subject? Okay, to speak. Yes, si no se ríen, no te preocupes por ello. If they don't laugh, perdona, asegúrate de que tienes de ellos atención. Make sure you have their attention. Yes. No mires a la misma persona todo el tiempo, no? Yeah. Don't look at the same person all the time. Yeah. It is interesting that when I give a talk, sometimes I'll look at a person. Yeah. And there are 100 people or 200 people, I'm looking at one. Don't do that. Just move your vision around. And if it's an auditorium with going up, look up. And don't look at the same person all the time. Don't look at the same person all the time. All right. Asegúrate de que tu voz llegue al fondo, ¿no?, del auditorio. Make sure. Mucho make sure aquí, A ver si entra. Make sure your voice con V. Si dices boys, son muchachos. Y no quiero que tus muchachos lleguen al fondo necesariamente. Pero tu voz sí. Make sure your voice reaches. To reach. Make sure your voice reaches the back of the auditorium. Yes, the back, como espalda, el fondo. The back of the auditorium. Make sure your voice reaches the back of the auditorium. Hey, Richard, why are you laughing? Because al fondo, I have two stories with al fondo. Many years ago, I have a lawyer in Spain, but I have another lawyer in Texas because I have to declare my taxes, declarar impuestos in both countries. See, normally in the States I don't have to pay, normally, because the taxes in Spain are higher than in the United States, so it's compensated. And the lawyer's wife is a Spanish teacher in primary school in Texas. She teaches Spanish. Yo enseño español. Okay, her Spanish is not perfect, but she can get by. And they came to Spain 25 years ago, a long time ago. And I gave them two choices. A recommended itinerary to the north, Segovia, Avila, Salamanca, Galicia, Asturias, Cantabria, Basque Country, Burgos, Madrid. Wow, not bad. And then I gave them an itinerary for the south. Toledo, Córdoba, Granada, Sevilla, Marbella, etc. And then back to Madrid. Okay. Me vas a perdonar, but es sevillano. I said, I recommend north. Because it's summertime, it's very hot in the south. Okay. But they wanted the south. They wanted la Alhambra, Mezquita, Giralda, the Alcázar, all of these things, which is recommendable. Okay. And they went. By car, they rented a car, 2 weeks, And when they came back to Madrid, we had lunch or dinner. The moment I saw the lawyer and his wife came, Richard, what? ¿Qué significa cambio de sentido? Because they were driving, said cambio de sentido. And I said, it's a U-turn. Because the word sentido in English, sense, is sentido común, sentido de humano, pero no dirección. You understand? And she said, and the second thing, she said, todos los servicios, todos los cuartos de baño están al fondo en este país. You go to a restaurant, al fondo, a la derecha, al fondo. So she learned the expression al fondo. All right? Como aquí al fondo del auditorio. All right. So she learned. When you travel, when you live in another country with a different language, you start learning quickly the necessary English or Spanish or French to get by. To get by, para hacer el paso. The second story happened yesterday. Yeah. And this is the big boss here, the lady, okay? We had an appointment to have lunch together. And she told me the restaurant. Okay. So, I went to the restaurant, and she wasn't there. So I said, well, okay, fine. Well, maybe she's 1 minute late. And the head waiter, the maitre d', we say the maitre d' or the head waiter, took me to the table, and the table estaba al fondo en el restaurante. It was at the back of the restaurant. And I get a telephone call, and it's the lady. He said, oh, ya estoy, ¿dónde estás? I said, estoy al fondo. Vete al fondo, estoy al fondo. And I continue, picando. They brought me. I said, she's not here. Where she doesn't show up. She's not here. Finally, I receive a call. Oye, que no te veo al fondo. I said, what restaurant? She was at a wrong restaurant. She went to the one behind, not the one over there. And it was her fault. She said, oh, it's true. I made the reservation. So she made the reservation in restaurant number 1, but she went to restaurant number 2. And so we were talking about al fondo, at the back. At the back of the restaurant, asegúrate que tu voz llegue. Make sure your voice reaches. Tercera persona singular. Make sure your voice reaches the back of the auditorium. Aprende tu discurso de memoria. Learn your speech by heart. Or memorize your speech 2 ways. I don't necessarily recommend learning your speech by heart. No. You need to know the subject so well that you don't need to memorize anything. It just comes naturally. Learn your speech by heart. Memorízalo. Memorize it. To memorize. Yeah. When I was 7 years old, or 6 years old, first grade, primero de primaria, the teacher said, okay, boys and girls, go home and memorize a poem. Memorizar un poema. Okay, fine. To memorize a poem. Learn a poem by heart. And on Monday, you get up in front of the class and recite the poem. Part of public speaking. Empezamos con hablar en público desde los 6 años. In the United States, we start with it. En España, a veces, ni en la universidad, ni antes. Nunca. And so I had to memorize a poem. And I said to my mother, I said, Mommy, I need to memorize a poem for Monday. And my mother took a book of poems by a famous American poet for funny poems. Funny. Con gracia. And she gave it, here, you can find a lot of funny poems here. So I opened the book and looking for a poem, and I found one. It was only 2 lines. I said, wow, it's easy to memorize. And it's, I don't mind eels except as meals. Rima, I don't mind eels except as meals. No importan las anguilas excepto como comida. Comidas. I don't mind eels except as meals. So it was very easy to memorize, only 2 lines. The following Monday, when it was my turn, I got up in front of the class and I said, I don't mind eels except as meals, by Ogden Nash, the poet. And the teacher said, Ricky, tomorrow you're going to come and you're going to recite a longer poem. And so I had to learn. I had to go back home. And I learned The Ant, La Hormiga, by Ogden Nash. Same, The Ant, the Ant in cuatro, 4 lines. And I went back the next day. And I was the only student in the class that had to recite a second poem. And I said, the ant makes itself illustrious. La hormiga se hace ilustre. The ant makes itself illustrious by appearing quite industrious. por parecer muy industrioso, ilustroso. ¿Y qué? So what? Would you be calm and placid if you were full of formic acid? Yeah. ¿Estarías tú calmado y plácido si estuvieras lleno de ácido fórmico? And so that was a poem. And the teacher said, Ricky, that's only 4 lines. But okay, you win. Tú ganas, you win. All right. Reciting poetry, memorízalo. Memorize it. Memorize it. No dejes que el micrófono te asuste. Yeah. Don't let the microphone scare you or frighten. Dice scare or frighten? Scare. Those dos valen. Frighten. Don't let the microphone scare you. It doesn't scare me. This microphone doesn't scare me because I can't see it. You see? I need to look down if I want to see it. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no microphone here. And this microphone is a fake microphone. It used to be an active microphone. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, lovers at first sight. Okay. I've had that microphone for 15 years or más. 2007, I think, 2008. Yes. My friends in Unidad Editorial, gave it to me. All right. So, no dejes que el micrófono te asuste. Don't let the microphone scare you. Let sin tú. Don't let the microphone scare you. Tengo confianza en ti. I have confidence in you. I trust you is different. Confío en ti. Tengo confianza en ti. It's interesting. I trust you significa confío en ti en sentido que no me vas a hacer una faena. O no me vas a robar, no me vas a... I have confidence in you is tengo confianza en que vas a hacer bien las cosas. All right. It's different. I trust is me fío de ti, más que confío en ti. But don't worry. I have confidence in you. Llámame una vez hayas terminado. Well, call me once you have finished. Or call me when you have finished. Call me after you have finished. Call me once you've finished. Call me. Give me a ring. Give me a ring. Give me a call. Yeah. Seguiré tus consejos. Escucha. Seguiré tus consejos. O seguiré tu consejo. Ambos son correctos, ¿no? Pues en inglés, el segundo. I'll follow your advice. Advice is always singular because it's uncountable. No, pues te voy a dar 2 consejos. In English, 2 advices, impossible. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of advice. Pero no se suele decir, I'm going to give you some advice. Tiene que decir mucho con some advice. I need some advice. Necesito unos consejos. I need some advice. Pero la M se enlaza. Samad, Samantha, hola Samantha, some advice. I need some advice. I need some advice. Some advice. Let me give you, I'll follow your advice. Deséame suerte. Wish me luck. Yeah, wish me luck. Es como lo del suerte maestro, ¿te acuerdas? Yeah. Wish me luck. No te defraudaré. I won't let you down. I won't disappoint you. Los dos. I won't disappoint you. I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Let you. Lechuga. Carmenchu. I won't let you. Let you. I won't lechuga. I won't let you down. I won't let you down. I won't disappoint you. Espero que no. I hope not. I hope not. ¿Cuánto durará tu discurso? How long will your speech last? How long will your speech last? How long will it last? How long will it last? How long will it last? How long will your speech last? ¿Cubre todos los temas? Does it cover all the subjects? subjects, topics. Does it cover? Does it cover all the subjects? Déjame que le eche un vistazo. Let me take a look at it, or let me have a look. Take a look, have a look. Let me have a look at it. Déjame tener un vistazo a ello, o sea, el discurso. Let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at it. Let me take. Los dos, 50-50. Let me take a look at it. Let me have a look at it. Whew. Es más corto de lo que creí. It's shorter than I thought. It's shorter than I thought. Y luego sigue. But that's for another day. It's shorter than I thought. Your speech. Man, it's a very short speech. Well, lo bueno breve, dos veces bueno. Aquí sí. Yeah. Brevity is the soul of wit. Brevity is the soul of wit. La brevedad es Shakespeare decía, la brevedad es el alma de la inteligencia. Richard Vaughan.